They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Pickett going to bootleg it. Rolling to his right. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Pick it down, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Completes it to Watt. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Week and this week he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett setting up the screen, Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Drake. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. $21-0
our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore 1st.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Tucker's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Unbelievable. Justin Tucker has done it again. He ties his own NFL record with another 66-yard field goal.
Another incredible kick by Justin Tucker, and let's face it, he doesn't surprise us anymore, does he? I still remember seeing the replays of the first one in 2021 at Detroit, bouncing off the crossbar and going through. This guy is flat out amazing.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route, It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. Here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 67 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As we roll on here in the month of December, week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett sliding out of the pocket. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On on the give. This is Harris. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Jordan Stout now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Sims. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pickett going to keep it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris Gets out of the shotgun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth, for the Steelers first. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw again on second down. Pickett looking for Austin, intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take. At their 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second down at 5. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this. such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 25-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They hand this off to Harris. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run again with Harris, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This is Harris. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Pickett will look to throw it here. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A gain of 22. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Hey,
Mark Andrews. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now once again, Kenny Pickett leading his offense out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Off play action, Pickett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Harris. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled it. He got 6.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him what.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jackson's throw taken in here by Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Oh, good move. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run with Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Pickett. Completes it to Watt. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 226 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Pickett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. The Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest. They kind of performed.